The theme of fate is one of the most important ideas in many of Shakespeare's plays. Fate refers to the idea that certain events are destined to happen, and that no matter what characters do, they cannot escape their fate. In both Romeo and Juliet and Macbeth, fate plays a powerful role in shaping the lives and destinies of the characters. In Romeo and Juliet, fate is constantly mentioned, and the two lovers seem to be doomed from the very beginning of the play. From the prologue, the audience is told that Romeo and Juliet are star-crossed lovers, meaning that their love is controlled by the stars or fate, and they are destined for tragedy. Fate controls their meeting. Romeo and Juliet's first encounter seems like fate. Romeo only attends the Capulet party because of a random invitation, but this leads to him meeting Juliet, the love of his life. However, because their families are enemies, this meeting feels like it was destined to cause conflict. Unfortunate timing. Many moments in the play suggest that fate is working against the characters. For example, if Romeo had arrived just a little earlier, he would have learned that Juliet wasn't actually dead. Instead, the timing leads to their tragic deaths, which feels like fate intervening in their lives. Throughout the play, it seems that no matter what choices Romeo and Juliet make, they cannot escape their fate. Their deaths are not just the result of family conflict, but of forces beyond their control. In Macbeth, fate is tied to the witches' predictions. When the witches meet Macbeth at the beginning of the play, they tell him that he will become the King of Scotland, setting his fate in motion. These prophecies become central to Macbeth's actions and his belief that his fate is already determined. Macbeth's belief in fate. Once the witches predict that he will be king, Macbeth starts to believe that it's his destiny. He interprets the witches' words as a sign that fate is on his side, and this leads him to make dangerous decisions. He decides to murder King Duncan in order to speed up his rise to power, thinking that he's fulfilling his fate. The witches also predict that Macbeth will be overthrown, and they give him cryptic warnings about his eventual defeat. Macbeth believes that he can't be harmed because of the witches' prophecy, but their words are tricky. By the end of the play, Macbeth's confidence in his fate leads to his downfall as he misinterprets the witches' predictions. In Macbeth, fate is shown as something that characters can't fully understand or control. Macbeth's actions are driven by his belief in the witches' prophecies, but ultimately, it's fate that brings about his tragic end. In both Romeo and Juliet and Macbeth, fate plays a major role in shaping the lives of the characters. Whether it's the inevitable tragedy of Romeo and Juliet's love, or the predictions that drive Macbeth to his doom, Shakespeare uses fate to show that some events are unavoidable. This makes the stories more intense, as characters try to make their own choices, but are constantly pulled toward their destiny. Fate in Shakespeare's plays reflects the idea that no matter how much we try to control our lives, some things are beyond our power to change.